Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to paint something extremely unique. I've lived in this apartment for a while now. One thing that drives me insanely crazy is this thing. You have seen me sitting here for a while now, and you have also seen this plank. It is annoying because this is actually fireplace inside this apartment. This fireplace is original to this building. It's a 50-year-old apartment. Because it doesn't close properly, it invites mice. Where I had an incident where I was working right here and I noticed mice enter from the fireplace, and it was pretty annoying. I reached out to the apartment, asked them to close the fireplace, but this whole thing, this is a metal casing, so there's no way they could put a wooden plank or close it, and there is this metal casing here which was impossible to even like pin it to this wall. So it became extremely tough for them to close the fireplace. So as any reasonable person would do, I just bought a wood plank and fixed it temporarily. Every day I keep walking past this and I just feel like this place, this corner is so dead. Like if you look at the whole view of my studio, here we have paintings and there's bookshelf right above me. All of these thoughts kept me thinking, I'm an artist, why can't I make this into a creative corner? Let's do something with this wooden plank, make it into a creative corner so that it looks aesthetic. My idea is to mimic the fireplace. We are going to paint fire here and we'll see how that goes. The idea is this whole place will look put together when the painting is done. Hi guys, the weather is so gloomy outside. It's very depressing. It has been raining so badly since morning, like 7, 8 when I left to work. Look at this rain. Since it's raining and I can't paint now because of the lighting and all, I was thinking we'll do some research and we wanted to paint fire on the wooden plank. I have primed my wooden plank with 2 layers of gesso. So now we will research what kind of fire painting we want to do. Of course, it's to replicate the fireplace in a house, but also to just kind of see what the intensity of fire is. Is it like a big image of fire, or is it just in the middle, in the center with few flames? And I'm going to sit here and do the research with y'all. have chosen this image. The main reason I chose this image is because it has flames and smoke to make it look realistic. But the only caveat is it's in portrait. I have a landscape wooden plank, which is a horizontal white wooden plank. So I have to paint in order to fit the landscape. So I'm going to do extra flames around this image if I'm trying to recreate it on the wooden plank. So first we will do a sketch. We are done with the sketch. I'm going to now paint black wherever the majority of darkness is. The reason I want to paint black first is to reduce the pressure that we have of a blank canvas. So usually when you're starting painting and if it's a blank canvas, that kind of gets you in the way of doing a smoother painting. The experience is peaceful when you just paint the majority of the canvas. Some people do the underpainting where they have like a base layer and then they start their painting. There is this funny thing, since it's spring and summer now, I have to put the plank each day after painting. So I have to be very careful. Have you ever felt like this? Like you are painting on a canvas, not knowing what is going to happen, then you're just painting it for the fun. This background painting of black is exactly like that. Like it's not overwhelming. It's fun because you can do your own strokes. It's just so fun to paint in random directions, not knowing which direction you're going, which direction your brush is moving. This kind of underpainting technique has been very therapeutic in a way, I would say. I have completed this whole canvas, this part of the canvas, in 5 minutes. Another quick tip now that I think about painting this canvas is if you are overwhelmed and you want to start a painting, I would say just fill your page with a color and just have fun around. That will reduce that overwhelming feeling. It gives more joy. You know what I mean? I am so happy right now when I'm just painting. Of course, this is not a beautiful segment of a painting. The flames would have been the beautiful segment that is there always, but just playing around and painting just something random like itself is giving me joy. Today we'll paint this part of the fire. I'm going to do one layer with acrylic because it's easy to dry, and then we will see if we can continue with acrylic or layer oil paints over the acrylic.
If you have a corner of your home that's been bothering you, tell me what is it in the comments that you try to make it look creative. I want to know if I'm the only one who solves home problems with a paintbrush.
If you see here in this spot, this looks green because it's mixing black and yellow and it turns green. So we're going to fix this center portion. I'm using orange because even if you take orange and black, it doesn't turn any green and it actually turns that burnt sienna color. And some of them I'm just leaving transparent because this one, if you see up close, gives like a shadow and then the flame is on top of it like a shadow. And then I'm covering this with orange. We have to leave some flames like that because it shows like a block and it gives a good effect. This smoky effect, it's a little whitish, which I have to fix. So I'm again using the same orange. It should also not look like brush strokes, like that thick flat brush strokes. So I'm changing that. We have to show the sparse areas of the flame. I'm taking the same burnt sienna in the brush and just doing little strokes like this, very gentle strokes wherever I need. And then if you want something very dark, just press the color like this. Here we have to paint the smoke. So I'm taking some blue, any blue, like this is ultramarine and cobalt blue. I'm mixing them with water and just doing like a smoke effect. Very subtle smoke effect.
The fireplace let something unwanted in: cold, fear, mouse, a problem I couldn't control. The very corner that annoyed me in the beginning is now wearing the image of warmth. This thought process applies to life as well. Your 9 to 5 job or your full time study is like the fireplace. It's necessary, takes up space, lets unpleasant things into your life sometimes, like stress, exhaustion, feeling of there's no time left for what you love. And every evening, when you still sit down to be creative anyway, you're exactly doing what I did with this plank, making it beautiful. This is what I didn't expect. I actually love this corner of my apartment now. That's the thing about living somewhere imperfect. You can be at war with it, or you can paint fire on it and call it home. When I leave this apartment someday, I'm taking this with me. Not because it's valuable, but because it has a story. And I want to be the kind of person who lives surrounded by things that tell stories.